Okay, math students, you're going to get some questions with square brackets and round brackets. Nobody panics. They're just layers of brackets. I like to think of them as almost like child brackets inside of like parent brackets. That's all it is. So when I look at a problem like this, I know brackets always comes first. Well, oh, look at this inside of the brackets. I actually have three different integers. So I see the multiplication. That has to happen first, all right? So I have to do this part first, right here. I'm going to just kind of show you. That is basically has to be happening before anything else can happen. So I'm just going to carry down. I'm going to say 8. Now, minus 4 times 3 is going to give me minus 12, right? Still have to put that in brackets. I still carry that baby bracket, and I put my mama bracket, and there we go. So that's the second line. Okay, so now brackets still has to happen first, right? So now it's like my second thing that I'm going to do is this section now, okay? So I'm still going to carry this down. I'm not doing anything here. 8 minus 12 is minus 4. And I'm still putting that in brackets because that was the result of a bracket. And I know when an integer is in front of a bracket, I know I have to multiply that, right? If I didn't have that bracket there, it would just be minus 5, minus 2, minus 4, but I don't. That's in brackets, so I can't just forget that bracket. Then I have my mama bracket and 2. All right, well, now I have multiplication here. So minus 5 minus 2 minus 4. So I'm doing this part next. Ooh, well, we know that 2 minuses becomes a positive. All right, now it's pretty straightforward. Minus 5 and a plus 8, we know is going to be a 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so nobody panics when they see layers of brackets. It's just that you have to think about which one is inside of the other one. All right, let's try another one. Oh, look at this one. Okay, wow, we got lots of things going on here. Do I have anything to do in brackets by itself? Well, no, because this guy doesn't have another integer with him. So, oh, and this is a layer of brackets here, but I can't really do anything because I've got this exponent hanging on there. So I'm going to have to solve for this exponent first, because otherwise, how am I going to get any numbers? So 2 to the power of 2, we know is 4, right? We know that. Plus, now this negative 3 just stays there. It doesn't do anything exciting because we've already done something on this line, divided by 4. So that was our first thing that we basically had to solve, right? Was this part right here. I had to take care of that because now I have some more work to do here. I have a positive and I have a negative right there. So 5 minus 4 would be negative, or pardon me, would be positive 1, right? Just 5 minus 4 is 1. 1, I do that like this, I have 1 plus negative 3. 1 plus negative 3 is obviously going to be minus 2, right? Still keeping my square brackets. Divided by 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. But is that positive or negative? Well, let's think about it. I have 3 negatives. 2 of them are going to cancel out. They're going to become the positive. But then I have another one. So that's going to be negative 8 divided by 4. Well, negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. All right. Now, all right, so be careful where your brackets are. Basically, how I remember it is brackets matter, right? Brackets are important. Brackets matter. You have to not just drop them at any old time. So you might have a minus 2 to the power of 2, and then you might think, is that the same as minus 2 to the power of 2? Well, no, it's not actually, because this one is actually minus 2 times 2, or minus 4. This one is actually minus 2 times minus 2. Both have the brackets, and so we know it cancels it out, and that's a positive 4. So you have to be careful when you're talking with brackets.